Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Dreams versus Disease. Today on this episode, I want to address my illnesses and diagnosis and treatment. I have been going through things for a long time with my health. I am at this point what I now call a professional patient. I have been a patient almost 2 years now, and I'm a very, very good patient. I do what I'm told, I follow the protocol, and I have seen a lot of improvement. I dare say I'm about 50% better than I was 2 years ago, but I still have an undetermined amount of time in my treatment before I will be declared disease free, and that time is anywhere between 1 and 5 years. So that is a very hard thing to live with. Um, I don't want to get sidetracked here. I just want to get right into it here. Every illness that I have, I'm going to separately address and explain. I'm going to separately explain treatment and things like that. So, right now, I just want to throw at you what I have been dealing with so that you can see what I have been living through. And hopefully, it will better validate you to maybe heed my advice. I was diagnosed in 2020, January 2020, with Lyme disease, chronic and active Lyme disease, and co-infection. Co-infections are just other infections that are a lot like Lyme. I have Babesia and Bartonella. I think there's like about 8 different co-infections. Co-infections are found on the same things as Lyme is found, like ticks, horseflies, sand fleas, mosquitoes. So it's not always a tick that can give you these diseases. I also was diagnosed with mold disease. Adding fuel to the fire, I moved into a moldy rental and lived in it for 3 years, and it had black mold in the furnace. So I had also developed mold disease. When you have Lyme, it attacks your immune system and leaves you open and vulnerable for other diseases and ailments. So I had developed mold disease. I also have mast cell activation syndrome, and that is basically a histamine issue. So you have basically what is like almost an allergy attack all the time, and that can present in a number of different ways. Mast cell activation syndrome is exacerbated by all the histamine content in foods. There's a whole lot of histamine in the foods that we eat. So, part of getting control of this is having a low histamine diet. To my understanding, when the body is so overburdened and your immune system is not functioning properly, you can have things like mast cell come on, and it could be genetic, I was told as well. So I could have had it a long time, and there's an undetermined amount of time that I'll have it for. The other thing was I was told that I had toluene poisoning, and I said to my doctor, what on earth is toluene? And he said, well, it's found in a lot of different things like spray paint. And I said, oh, lovely. I had been spray painting household items over a period of 3 years in my garage, holding my breath and running and thinking that that was enough. And yeah, wrong choice. Not good at all. I had toluene in my blood, so I had that working against me as well. And I was not methylating. So our body does something called methylation, and that's when you make glutathione. And glutathione is your master antioxidant for your body. It's your master healing mechanism. So it's how you flush toxins out and how you heal from things. And if you're not healthy, then you stop methylating and then you don't produce glutathione. So I was not methylating. My mitochondria DNA was under attack from all the toxins and chemicals building up in my body from me not methylating and releasing them. Plus, my diet was anything and everything I wanted to eat, which added to the toxins because a lot of our food is toxic: sugar, dairy, gluten, to name a few. I was told about another health issue that I have. So I have a lot on my plate as far as dealing with these diseases. The last thing that he addressed with me was my brain. I had been having a lot of horrible cognitive problems like learning and remembering things and staying awake, and it was just really affecting my life. And I'm a very energetic person and I stay up late a lot, and I was just falling asleep at 7 and I couldn't remember my mom's birthday and what street I lived on or where something was, and it was just very scary. So I had to have a brain scan, and they did all these kind of tests on me to find out that I had a couple of lesions on my brain and that I was in a complete state of stress of fight or flight. So the brain scan should be like a green and a yellowish kind of tone for a normal brain, and maybe a couple spots of red to show the stress. My whole brain was completely red. So my doctor said that I was very, very stressed out and had a very overactive brain. So I had to have a lot of treatments to calm my brain down and get back on the proper brain waves. So that was also very, very challenging to deal with, because when you're just not feeling right in your brain, it makes things really hard to interpret and, just move forward and navigate through life. The last thing, I guess, that was thrown at me was the diet and how I had to immediately change the diet. So, no sugar, dairy, gluten, or grains right off the bat. And grains, I mean potatoes, beans, legumes, no soy, no rice, no quinoa. Absolutely strict diet to just keep all the toxins down and eliminate food toxins too. So that was laid out for me January of 2020. And that was after $37,000 of testing to see what was going on with my body, complete testing and a brain scan. So that was a lot to take in and really hard on the family, and just trying to figure out how to move forward. And so that was almost 2 years ago, and I have been in treatment ever since. So that is my backstory of why I feel like I can come on here and talk to you about such personal, important, life-altering things. I have been living the patient life for almost 2 years, but I've been living the sick life for 9 years. The last time I remember feeling well was in 2013. So I have a lot of insight that I'm getting ready to share with you guys, and I'm definitely going to do more than once a week video. I just want to get it out there and get the help started. So I really appreciate the subscribers and the comments and the likes and just the support so far. Thank you so, so much. And again, please like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and please share this information with somebody you think might be in need of this or that it might help. Until then, guys, be well and take care.